Honestly, I thought we'd be ready by now. Give me 5 more. Yes. Here we go. What is it? News? News. Yosh! Yosh. To. Nikui. Yo. Buenos dias. It is your boys. Okami-san Stitch. To. EXP 626. It is an awesome Sunday morning. We're back at it like a bad habit. This is a brand new month, February. Let's say window. Good stuff. And what we do from here is a lot of fun. So join us as we level up and go for it. Ja. Ikuyo. I'm not even on the right time. Bum, bum, bum. Well, now then, mighty bum, I've seen your frown, and it's like looking down the barrel of a gun, and it goes off. Then come all these words, and there's a very pleasant side to you. A side I much prefer. It's one that laughs and jokes around, remembers cuddles in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up, up and away. But it's right to remember that on a day like today, when you're all meant to do, and you got the face on. Well, now then, mighty bum, oh, I'm in trouble again. Untie, I thought as much, 'cause you turned over there, pulling that silent disappointment face, the one that I can't bear. Well, I can't joke and laugh around, remembers cuddles in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up, up and away. But it's right to remember that on a day like today, when you're all argumentative and you got the face off. And I was sorry I was late, but I missed the train, and then the traffic was a state, and I can't be asked to carry on in this debate that reoccurs when I say I don't care, but of course I do, I clearly do. So laugh and joke around, remember cuddles in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up, up and away. But it's right like to remember that on a day like today, when you're all argumentative, and you got the face on. It says break, wait, a bar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I definitely wait. Yosh. Moikai. We try. We have fun. We try. Because this. Oh. Sing it back. Whoa. A string from your undertoning. Whoa. Whoa. Up and now we're to find. Whoa. Whoa. I was spinning free. Whoa. With a little sweet and simple numb in me. Are you listening? Whoa. Take it back. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, don't lose a meaning. Whoa, whoa, I'm spinning free. Whoa, with a little sweet and simple numb in me. Stumble till you crawl. Whoa. We're sinking into sweet uncertainty. Oh, 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 if you're listening, sing it back. Whoa, listening, I'm still running away. Oh, oh, I won't play it again. Whoa, oh, I was spinning free. Whoa, with a sweet and simple numb in me. What a dizzy dance. Whoa, sweetness will not be concerned with me. Yeah, the sweetness will not be concerned with me. Yeah, the sweetness will not be concerned with me. My hand's numbing. Or his hand's numbing. However you want to phrase that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Sunday. We're back at it. And if you didn't know, emo night was last night, and that shit was lit. So, in case you see a pattern, well, just know it's the best of the best. For now, the best of the best are here. Strokes in the background. That's where we go. As we transition over into the news of the week. Yeah, bit ado to our homeboy. I'll see him in 5. Shut up. Body talks to me. Yush. No. Let's see what is up in the wonderful world of. Yosh! Happy Setsubun from around the world, anime world, part 1. That's good stuff. Let's start this year off with something a little festive, kinda. That's right. Early in February, this is by Ken Ikura Gross. Never heard of this person, but I'm glad they're... Oh, my hand is really cramping. They're part of the team now. Anime News Network, thank you very much. Early in February, Japan marks the cultural holiday of Setsubun, or the transition from winter to spring. For prosperity and happiness, people eat eomaki, unsliced sushi rolls, with 7 lucky ingredients. While facing the latest direction of auspicious fortune, this year it's west-southwest. They drive out bad spirits and call good spirits into their homes by tossing roasted soybeans or mamemaki. Anime and manga world is bringing in these good spirits with these Setsubun greetings. Oh, you got the bean guy. Remember, that's not nice, but you know that's how they do. The Raimon, you got the beans, you got the monogiri, Bakano. Ooh. If you put Bakano, man, I'm gonna be curious. That's all I'm saying. Thinking, babe. I don't know where that's from. Setsubo. Oh, the Oni. Cute. Yeah, she's an Oni girl. Beans, and she's eating beans. Happy birthday. Funny lane. Yeah. All right. A little bit of fun. Yeah, we got some manga people getting excited, and then the parents dress up as the Oni, and then the kid has to like throw the beans at the parent. Makihi shima mitai ni kumo kumonoji yanai. Interesting. Cool. It's not something you see. Oh. Monoji nane. Oh. Caltrop spikes. Cute. Alright, and this, whatever this is. Urusei Yatsura. There you go. Neko. The Oni girl in space. Respect. And free run with the Oni girl. Okay, Happy New Year's. Cute. A little fucking smug face. Kawaii. Alrighty. So we're celebrating. Ooh, I love the Tommy Galaxy. We're celebrating in the new season, right? And then yeah, getting doing our best. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's good shit right there. And I love the Tommy Galaxy style. Warding off your spirits, giving us a little let's call it a ritual to inspire them to have a fun new year. And Hello Kitty's back at it like a bad habit. So good stuff, man. Just a little bit of positivity in a negative limelight. Spoilers. And man, just happy New Year's officially started. I know the Chinese New Year happened a couple days ago. My neighbors left in their super cool attire, and I was like, hey, there you go. It's a little celebration. That's what it's all about. And so yeah, this is our official Happy New Year to anybody out there celebrating the Chinese New Year. It is a year of the snack. That's why our kid's in the middle. Little snack. Cute. All right. So whatever we do, you know, have fun with it and take care of yourselves. Health is best. Genki no yori. And you will be there in time for Kingdom Hearts 4, possibly. But until that happens, let's see what's next on the line. Woo! Because Video Game History Foundation's massive digital library is now open to the public. Yes, sir, Ritos. This is from Darren Pontius over at GameSpot. After a brief tease last week, the Video Game History Foundation has officially thrown the virtual doors open to its massive digital library, designed to be free to access resource for researchers, historians, and video game fans. The VGHF digital library currently offers more than 30,000 curated files spanning 50 years of video game history. Demand is already pretty high, so at the time of writing, you might struggle to access the library. Whoa! Is it? But it's online, right? Oh, it's so cool. Look at that. animation design. FF7 art, let's fucking go! The non-profit group says that visitors will find out-of-print video game magazines, never before seen game development assets, artwork, promotional materials, and more gaming relics here, with more than 1,500 of them being full text searchable. Quote, we've been working on this project since we founded Video Game History Foundation in 2017. That was a great year. So we're extremely proud to start... I hit 21 at that age, I think. We're extremely proud to providing digital library... So I was officially allowed to drink. Officially. The library continued her mission to make video game history accessible to anyone. Quote, VGH founder Frank Cifaldi said in a statement. The first name got me. Quote, we believe that with the right tools, anyone can be a video game historian. Hey, let's fucking go! Yeah, okay, anyways. I got some tags, if anybody was curious. And we can't wait to see what new stories or archive inspires. We also hope this inspires those in the video game industry to consider the importance of preserving their work and contributing to our initiatives like ours. End quote. To make things easier, the library will have several search tools to make use of. These include the option to search by author, specific games, publishers, and other categories. Some of the magazines can be read, including Game Informer, PlayStation Magazine, Game Pro, and other highlights. Include E3 event maps from the first 12 years of the trade show, over 100 hours of footage from the production of the mysteries, and extensive international collection from software promotional materials from the archivist Chris Uckhart's collection. It's worth mentioning that the VGHF relies partly on funding from public to operate. So if you feel like donating to a worthy cause, you can click this link and support the group around several ventures that are dedicated to preserving video game history and making it more accessible. Amen, brother. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know, we've all seen it. We've all seen what this future is forming to become. This digital age of like, oh, you can rent shit from us. Oh, you can rent a house. Oh, you can rent our movies. And it's like, okay. Things are beautiful because they don't last. And naturally, it's a little let's call it productive. Unproductive to store every single historical moment. And I only say unproductive because you're technically taking away room for producing from inspiring or collecting new things. But when it comes to something like this that is focused on a certain initiative or the story, the history, the lineage, the legacy of video games, this shit is where it becomes no. Save it all. Bring it to a fucking warehouse somewhere and then, like, I don't know, make a museum out of it, you know? Prop it up, make a museum. It's like, this is our history, this is our past, and anybody who gives a shit about how their phone operates has video games to be thankful for. Real talk, because we're the ones that push forward the idea of creativity and production, creation. Like, we were the leaders of what it meant to be digital wizards, right? And I feel like we've lost that within the years for obvious reasons. There's a lot more technologically advanced corporations, networks, organizations out there that can do different kinds of work for different quotes of different types of people. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, quote, quote. It's a shitty word out there. And stuff like this is really important, man. It really sucks when we see everything around us kind of being deleted and erased and pretending that none of this existed serves nobody. Nobody. So, Godspeed to everybody out there. If you do feel awesome and you want to give them a little some, that would be very cool. And I admire and appreciate that there is a universe out there that respects this video game legacy. So, good shit out there. Hell yeah. A little good news. Fair enough. Alrighty. Next up on the list. Bandai Namco opens its first U.S. interactive store in New York on February 28th, baby. This is by Adriana Hazra over at Anime News Network. Very cool. Bandai Namco Amusement America will open its first Bandai Namco Cross store in Brooklyn, New York, in February 28th. The store will be the company's first, quote, interactive retail experience store in the United States and will be located at Japan Village, 52 35th Street, floor 2, Brooklyn, New York, 11232. Funny. The store will be split into 10 department shops to showcase the different Bandai Namco brands. It will offer collectibles, card games, figures, and everyday items. The departments include Bandai Candy Official Shop Collection, Bandai Spirits Hobby Shop, Gashapon Bandai Official Shop, Mega House Official Store, Namco, One Piece Card Game Official Shop, Pac-Man Select, Ayo, Sunstar Stationery Shop, Tamagotchi Shop, Tamashi Nations, and cross-store entry models. There's already 8 Bandai Namco cross-store locations in Japan. The company opened its first Bandai Namco cross store outside of Japan in Camden, London, August 2023. It also opened smaller Gashapon shops in United Kingdom in Victoria Palace in November 2023. And then in Ealing, Brighton's North Street, and Sheffield's Meadowhall Shopping Centre in December 2023. The locations of Victoria Palace and Meadowhall are no longer open, but there are Gashapon areas in 6 Namco Funscapes locations throughout the country. Ow. 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 Ignore. Bandai Namco Amusement operates over 230 arcades throughout Japan, mainly in shopping centers, including the Namco Akihabara 10 arcade at the site of the Gigo, formerly Sega. Akihabara Arcade number 4 that closed in Tokyo's Akihabara shopping district in its 68-year history. Shit, I never got to see it. Bandai Namco Holdings has been planning a concert hall that can host 2,000 attendees in Tokyo's Odangawacho district, about 10 minutes walking from Japan's railway Shibuya station. Shibuya. When it opens in spring 2026. Alright. Cool stuff. Obviously, we're seeing Bandai do big moves. We're seeing more expansion. We're finally getting a location in America. New York is going to be hosting this interactive field. I wasn't really sure what's in it in terms of if it's going to be like Gundams or like model build kits. Obviously, we have the list right here, but like Tamagotchi shop, is that just going to be a big old wall filled with every single Tamagotchi you can think of, or is there more than just the Tamagotchis, you know? And but it's interesting. We'll see. It's going to be something to look forward to. I don't know if we necessarily need it in everywhere or whatever, but I would be curious to see what it can become, and if this takes off in New York and they make their way over to the Californias, what kind of impact does that have for all the hobby builders and all the like the frame builders, the Gundam builds people, and like what does that do for exclusives and all that pricings and blah blah blah. So cool stuff to look forward to. Obviously, this is just kind of a big step forward for Bandai, because not only are they producing video games, not only do they do anime kind of tie-ins, not only do they do these products that are available, but now they're getting into becoming that presence, a bigger presence, maybe one that they're used to in Japan, but taking that across the world, pretty damn interesting. So hey, hopefully good things moving forward, and hopefully we don't learn the shitty ideas. I'm gonna get banned. Shitty ideas. So let's just keep it real. So looking forward to those guys having fun out there with their models. Woo. But first, if you're gonna go to the mall, you know you gotta watch the movie. And what kind of movie are you looking at now? Now that they still haven't fucking made Shang-Chi Part 2, what the fuck is wrong with you, Marvel? This is by Yes Levian Pool over at IGN. The Sleeping Dogs movie is in development, and we're hearing Shang-Chi star Simu Liu is set to play Wei Shin. Yes, sir. This week, Marvel Cinematic Universe star Sim Liu, Sleeping Dogs fans got Sleeping Dogs fans excited when he tweeted to say he was working with the rights holders to bring the much-loved video game to the big screen. Turns out things are a little further ahead than that. Source closer to the project has told IGN that the Sleeping Dogs movie is in development, and we're hearing Simu Liu, who plays Shang-Chi in Legend of the Ten Rings, is producing and set to play the lead role of Wei Shin. IGN has asked Square Enix for comment. Sleeping Dogs was first released in 2012 on PlayStation 3, 360, and PC, and tells the story of Detective Wei Shin as he infiltrates one of Hong Kong's notorious triad crime syndicates. While it failed to meet publisher Square Enix's lofty sales expectation, it is much loved by fans, and the sequel hopes to have followed it ever since. Okay, and sequel hopes have followed ever since. Really now? I remember this game coming out, but we'll get to it. The original adaptation was announced in 2017, with Donnie Yen set to star, but the film disappeared a year later, and just a few weeks ago, Yen himself confirmed it had been scrapped. Oh, weeks ago. Cool. Well, I spent a lot of time and did a lot of work with these producers, and I even invested some of my own money into obtaining the draft and some of the rights, Yen told Polygon. Cool. I waited for years, and I really want to do it. I have all these visions in my head, and unfortunately, I don't know. You know how Hollywood goes, right? Spent many years on it. It was an unfortunate thing. Well, on to better things. End quote. Whew. So when Liu tweeted to say he was working to make Sleeping Dogs movie a reality, there was a degree of confusion among fans. Liu himself followed up with another statement that added fuel to the fire, and even revealed his intention to help bring a Sleeping Dogs video game sequel to life. Quote, "So few film projects make it from pitch phase to greenlight," he said. "Pitching execs who don't understand the game has been tiring." Pitching execs who don't understand the game has been tiring. Everyone's overwhelming love of Sleeping Dogs here has really given us life. Okay. Quote, "First the movie, then a sequel game for everyone. That's always been the dream." Fascinating. IGN can reveal that Story Kitchen is leading the Sleeping Dogs live action film feature project with Square Enix, the rights holder in question. Story Kitchen has formed when it comes to video game adaptations, having worked on everything from Sonic the Hedgehog films to Netflix's animated Tomb Raider series. It's currently working on the upcoming Streets of Rage adaptation and an adaptation of It Takes Two for Amazon. Interesting. Last year, Story Kitchen announced a film adaptation of Square Enix, Just Cause, with Blue-bearded director Angel Manuel Soto signed on. IGN understands the Sleeping Dogs project has a writer and major filmmaker attached to the project, but there's no release date on or word where or when the project will begin just yet. The movie marks a significant revival for Sleeping Dogs, for which it saw its video game sequel cancelled in late 2013 before it entered production, and its original developer, United Front Games, shut down 3 years later. Now, over a decade later, Sleeping Dogs could finally be set for a wake-up call. Oof. Sally can wait. I need to buy this on PC now, or I need to buy this on PS3 now. I need to get a physical copy. Pretty cool. Sally can wait. Exclusive trailer. I heard you say. Is that Russell Crowe? Is that an actual movie? It's not. It's not the same game. The Avenue. Stupid. All right, let's go. Very cool. So, obviously, we're getting more into this video game movie adaptation universe. We're looking forward into what these projects are and what they can do for Hollywood, quote unquote. And that's kind of what it's always been at this point. That yes, the game is there. Yes, the idea is there. Yes, the story is written. Yes, people want it. But there's always some dumbass Hollywood executive that for whatever dumbass fucking reason, whether he needs to make himself feel better that morning, whether his wife is yelling at him in the afternoon, whether he just is a shitty person and he gets enjoyment by being, you know what? This movie needs this. And if it doesn't get it, I'm not gonna invest in this anymore. And that's it. You know? Or shit like that. It just really turns off people and it fucks up the project. And like, you can only imagine how someone like supposedly Yen, who I don't know if Yen has kind of like that notoriety with sleeping dogs, like if he even knows what that is. So I don't really I can't really say that his heart was in the right place, or I don't know that, right? But imagine, for example, Ryan, or what's the name? Ryan. Damn, that's pretty fucked up. The Deadpool guy. I should probably remember his name first. It's not Gosling, it's the other Ryan. Ryan. Oh, fuck it. Shit, doesn't matter. That dude. He had to do, in order for Deadpool 1 to get produced, to get the investors to actually fucking put their money down on this shit and stop being dumbasses and little potatoes. He released that leaked, quote unquote, CGI footage of Deadpool. He did that, you know. Because it's like, nah, fuck you people, man. This shit works and we have something that works and it's gonna be good. So you shut the fuck up and you let us do our job, or you just, you know, fuck off. It's really shitty. Investors suck. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Simu Liu is a younger dude. He's more, I would say he's more in shape at this point. I can only assume he was still hoping to be Shang-Chi for a couple more years. So I think this fits a bit more better. No salt to Donnie Yen, but I'm pretty sure that dude is kind of out there, right? He's been around for a couple whiles. So that also sucks too, man. Like, you lose time. You can't fucking earn those 2015? That's 7 years. 6 years. You can't just get those 6 years back, man. You can't just fucking turn the clock back. So that's the shit that execs really don't give a fuck. It's a waste of everybody's time, and they don't give a fuck because they have fucking billions to burn because they don't pay taxes. So go fuck yourself. But moving on, there's something that is billions in the making and is actually pretty damn cool, in my opinion. Anime for the win, baby. Universal Studios Hollywood starts ticket sales for One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen event. Universal Fan Fest nights also feature Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons this spring. Universal Studios Hollywood Theme Park announced that tickets for Universal Fan Fest nights event have gone on sale Wednesday. The event will run on select nights between April 25th and May 18th. That's really short. Shit. Ready, set, really go there. Tickets are now sold for Universal Fan events. Pray for your favorite fandoms in one place. Select night starting April 25th. We'll see you there. Coming to Hollywood. See us on the big screen in Jujutsu Kaisen. Hunger of the Curse. Get your tickets now for all your Universal Fan Fest and Universal Studios Hollywood. According to the park, the event will transport fans and guests into immersive world experiences. Fuck yes, this was what I thought it was gonna be. All that Japanese shit, all that Demon Slayer Japanese shit in Universal's Japan, it's coming over. Fuck yeah. Guests can tap into their inner fandoms and join forces with their favorite characters while sharing their enthusiasm with like-minded fans as they engage in cosplay and in the One Piece Grand Pirate Gathering, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunger of the Cursed, Star Trek Red Alert, Back to the Future, Destination Hill Valley, and Dungeons and Dragons Secrets of Waterdeep Attractions. Damn, that's pretty dope. One Piece fans will, quote, meet Luffy and his Straw Hat crew like Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji, capture all the fun with interactive photo opportunities, and join the ranks of the most wanted pirates with the help of sketch artists. Nice. And in the One Piece Grand Pirate Gathering Arena, in turn, Jujutsu Kaisen fans will enjoy a film-based experience of the anime series in Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunger of the Cursed area. Cool. Along with attractions, One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen fans can enjoy themed dishes made by Universal Studios Hollywood executive chef Julia Thrash, as well as merchandise such as collectibles, apparel, drinkware, accessories. Report by Jack Jing previews the food and merchandise. There you go. Hey. Was that a dog head? Oh, concha, let's go. That's fucking shit. You would make a concha out of devil fruit. Alright. Damn. Okay, there you go. Chopper cupcakes. Alright. Inspired mixed drink. Robin iced tea. Okay. Chopper hat. Jujutsu Kaisen. Ooh, that's pretty good. Chocolate. That's hilarious. Action packed. Visually stunning adventure. Churros. There you go. Die Hards are going to. Oh, the dog heads for the. Oh, that's fucking. You know what? Divine dog heads now. You know what? You know what? Catch me. Bet. Alright. Yoshi. Nice. That's cute. Know someone that would be into that Yoshi hat. A Yoshi's Fettuccine Alfredo. Let's go. Eldritch Blast. Ooh, D&D stuff. Let's go. Volcanic Fritters. Oh, dude, that's so dope. Dude, it looks good. More on Anime News Network. Whoa. There you go. Good job. That's awesome, man. Dude, what the freak? This is awesome. Alright. Universal Fan Fest nights will run April 25th to 27th, May 2 to 4th, and May 9th to 11th. And May 16th to 8th. Tickets are accessible on Universal Studios Hollywood website. Prices range from $74 to US $373. Early access tickets are for the event are available for an additional $20. Oh, early access tickets. Sheesh. Yeah, those are actually kind of worth it. You go in before everyone closes down. Hey. So this is something that I've been keeping my eyes on. I'm very excited to check it out. I love Universal. I do genuinely love this place. But there's not everything to do, right? It's less of a, oh shit, let's try this, and more of a, oh hey, this looks nice. So for that, I respect it. But seeing how these dudes are gonna bring over more stuff like this, yes, give us more JP inspired Universal Studios stuff. And man, it just works out. It all works out. It's so good. It just, they learn something, we learn something, and the events kind of like start influencing each other. And now Universal Studios Hollywood is the fucking anime center for California. Think about that for a second. It's gonna get fucking good. Whew. So looking forward to that, and I'm definitely gonna be there, and I'll do my best to record a little something for us. But for now, let's focus on something finally foretold. Final Fantasy creator has one more RPG in him. Calls it, quote, a successor to Final Fantasy VI. This is by Ethan Gotch over at Kotaku. Final Fantasy VI is one of the best games ever made. Fans have been coasting off that hype for decades, even as modern homages seek to recreate the magic of the original. The lead creator behind the beloved RPG series, Hironobu Sakaguchi, now says making a proper successes to the 1994 SNES classics will be his final mission. Hey, I want to play this. I have this. No, I don't have to have this. Do I? Doesn't matter. Yes, I do. I do. At some point, we're going to finish Persona 4, and then we're going to be able to play Persona 5, and then we're going to be able to play Persona 5 spin-offs. That's the plan. Anyways, Sakaguchi left Final Fantasy publisher Square Enix in 2004, and founded the smaller studio Mistwalker. He's been making RPGs there ever since, from cult classics like Xbox 360, exclusive Lost Odyssey, to smaller mobile games like Terra Battle. Most recently, his team shipped Fantasian Neo Dimension, an excellent old-school RPG that began life as an Apple Arcade release in 2021, before recently getting remastered for consoles and PC. Fantasian definitely felt heavily inspired by Final Fantasy V. It starred an amnesiac fighter trying to save the world on the brink of chaos, aided by an electric group of noble misfits. The details were different, but the overall mood focused on the narrative drama felt reminiscent of SNES-era Final Fantasy games. Sakaguchi reportedly played Final Fantasy V, which he helped write and produce before making Fantasian, and considered both games kindred spirits through their mutual focus on family. There you go. But the next project will apparently feel even more closely inspired by one of his old franchise's peak games. Quote, "It's generally going to follow a similar style to my previous works, and it will be something that that can be a successor to Final Fantasy VI in a good way. Our goal is to create something old but new at the same time. End quote. The veteran creator recently told The Verge, quote, "Will be part 2 of my farewell note." Whoo! That's a way to go. That's a vibe. Sakaguchi said he had intentions for Final Fantasian to be his final game, but he had too much fun working with the team behind it to actually retire when he was done. Quote, "Humans are greedy creatures, aren't we?" he told The Verge. "For that reason, I'm currently working on a new project with the same team that worked on Fantasian Neo Dimension." End quote. We don't know what his successor to Final Fantasy VI will mean for Mistalker's game. But retro HD 2D graphics, a sprawling cast of disparate characters brought together through shared tragedy and common purpose. A show-stopping opera scene foiled by a giant octopus. Or maybe Sakaguchi intends the connection to be more subtle and philosophical than that. Definitely that one. Fans will always pine for the direct sequel to Final Fantasy VI they dreamed of but never got. The legendary RPG maker, on the other hand, has much grander ambitions, he said. Quote, "In the distant future, or maybe after I have already left this world, I imagine the game will find its meaning if someone chooses to look into the legacy of either myself or Final Fantasy." He said, "In the distant future, maybe after I've already left this world, I imagine the game will find its meaning if someone chooses to look into the legacy of either myself or Final Fantasy." Giant away. There you go. And that is his final quote. Godspeed. Man, we talk a lot here. We do. It's kind of fun. We say a lot of things and we go about it a lot of ways. One thing that I've always tried to kind of emphasize in this place is that when people write stories, when a story finds its beginning, I will say 90% of the time, 95%. I want to say every time, but some people are just whatever. Every story comes from a emotion, or every story comes from a memory, or a remembrance, or a dream, if you will. And every memory comes from our emotions, right? You don't remember things. You remember how you felt in that moment and what that made you feel. So to me, it's very important to take everything that is being presented and portrayed and kind of emphasized. And sometimes it really isn't that obvious. Sometimes the whole point of the story is to just let it be, let it do its thing. But they always have a heart. And when something as powerful as Final Fantasy becomes a name synonymous with vision, with stories, with narrative, with dreams, you have to imagine that there's a lot of good stories in those dreams. So whatever the homie has planned out, I've never played Final Fantasy V. I have always wanted to play it, but I don't know if I could possibly go back to playing a style that old of a style. I probably could, but I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't want a remake or revisioned or remastered or something to make this dream beautiful, more of a envisioned beautiful dream. So whatever happens here, I'm looking forward to it. And now knowing that Fantasia Neo Dimension, I believe that's the same team that drew all the fairy tale characters, correct? So you have the fairy tale artist pairing up with the Final Fantasy writer, and that sounds awesome. I will look forward to whatever new game they're working on. But hey, holy shit, we still got a lot to go. Let's look forward to something funky. Aro Yaosobi Atarashi Gakko perform at concert in Los Angeles in March. Fuck yeah. This is by Adriana Hazra over at Anime News Network. Japan Culture and Entertainment Industry Promotion Association CEIPA announced on Wednesday that Aro Yasobi Atarashi Gakko will perform at the Matsuri 25 Japanese Music Experience on March 16th at 7:30 p.m. PST. The show will take place at the Peacock Theater, Los Angeles, California. Hey, I know the place. And tickets are on sale on the venue's website. Yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Let's fucking go. Aro will go on the Hibana tour across the world, beginning on April 6, 2025, and in Saitama, Japan. The tour will have stops in the United States, United Kingdom, China, Singapore, and Australia, and several more countries. Aro went on the Wish tour with stops in the US, Europe, and last February. Aro debuted with the single Uesiwa in October 2020, which ranked at number one at the Billboard Japan and remained on the chart for 17 weeks. Holy shit. She released the single when she was only 17 years old. Within anime, she was the singing voice for the character Uta in the One Piece film Red anime in 2022, and collaborated with other artists to perform an entire album of songs for the film. She also performed in the opening theme song Kurukura for the Spy Family's anime second season. Yaosobi and Tarashi Gakko performed at the Coachella Valley Music Festival of Arts Festival in 2024. Holy shit, really? Nice. Yaosobi is a musical duo comprised of composer Ayase and songwriter Ikura Lilias Ikutada. Ayase, who had begun composing using the Hatsune Miku Vocaloid software in 2018, it all goes back to Miku. 2018, collaborated with Ikura in 2019, formed the duo and released their first single, Yoru ni Kakeru, in December 2019. The single became a viral hit inside and outside of Japan and was a breakout success for the duo. Yaosobi performed both the opening and the ending theme songs for the second season of Beastars anime, and also performed the opening theme song Shikufuku for the Mobile Katsu Gundam, the Witch from Mercury anime. The duo's next breakout hit was the song Aido by everyone's favorite, not favorite, Oshinoko anime in 2023. The song has broken multiple records in Japan and abroad. The duo performed the opening theme song Yusha for the Freebrand Beyond the Journeys and anime. The Tarashi Gakko music group performed the ending themes for 2018's SNS Police anime. What? And the members did also minor voice acting roles in some of the series episodes. Very cool. That is awesome. More Japanese influence coming our way. Whatever that is, whatever that means. Aro, very big One Piece, very, very impressive One Piece style. Atarashi Gakko, I believe I've heard a couple of their songs on Spotify. They got a pretty cool vibe. We'll chill with them for a bit. Yaosobi, fucking killing it out there. You could be like, oh yeah, there's a couple of Japanese bands coming through and all that stuff. This is a fucking unit, man. This is a fucking unit. These tickets are either going to be expensive as fuck, or they're going to sell out, or something. But Jesus Christ, I need to get a second job now. Fuck. So that's pretty freaking cool. I would love more shit like this, where it's like a group of bands who play the same vibe, who are just like making a tour together. If that is what it kind of helps to make these things more accessible, I am all for it. I don't know what they had to do. They're obviously sponsored by fucking Sony. Sony music company fucking continuing to dominate the universe with their monopoly of anime and Japanese shit. So for now it looks good. I haven't seen the price yet. I don't even know, man. Let's go. Yeah, Benda. Sunday, March 16th. It's a Sunday. Fun day, baby. Notice Fuck. I see it already. Yep. You see that shit, Bert? You see that shit, Bert? Holy fuck, man. What is wrong with you people? Unless they already sold out. Resell. These are just people that like that oh, there we go. AXS premium. So man, look at those fucking resell people. All right, let's see. 9,000. 1,000. What the fuck, man? Oh, we go backwards. Here you go. 500. Jesus Christ. Oh, these are all resale. Fuck, man. Yeah, they sold out already. 700 for this shit. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just it is what it is, right? It's so stupid. But welcome to your inflated future, man. Japanese, Sony, and we'll get into it, but things are not gonna get any better. So you better start selling your liver if you want to do stuff like this. God damn, that's even more depressing than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, fucking shit. All right, well, if you're curious, that's happening. So go look into that, and yeah, fuck the inflation. Anyways, I can't. I really can't. It's really that shitballs, right? The fact that people are just there to fucking buy it and resell the shit for no fucking reason is infuriating, because it's just this whole resell bullshit is what leads up to this inflated ticket sales where you can't even... Whatever. And off the rough start, Betsy's Marvel Spider-Man 2 is off the rough start. They're in both deals over at Marvel's. We already know. Fuck it. PC sucks. Sony can't keep up. Sony fucking like making a point out of releasing shit on PC, but making it shitty on purpose, so people are gonna be like, "Whoa, I can play this on PS5." And if you think that's not, if you think that's them playing nicely, then you know it's too good to be true for them to be playing nicely. So why in God's name do they feel like they can just release a fucking broken game and the PC people of all people don't say anything about it? Kind of checks out, because they're focused on doing what's there for them, right? They've enforced this stupid ass PSN account a couple months ago. It was God of War, it was Helldivers, it was a couple of other things, and for the longest fucking time they're just pushing this shit forward, and then they can just not do that. You know, at any point they cannot do it. Sony has walked out PSN account for select titles. However, those who log in to their PSN accounts on PC will receive in-game awards. You know, like Ubisoft. Fucking Ubisoft. Marvel Spider-Man 2 delivers an incredible story about heroes and villains grappling with loneliness. Is that what that's about? Sure, buddy. Alright. Yandere, huh? Ultimate ray tracing, average performance, 4K 60 frames, graphics preset, high ray tracing ultimate, GPU, NVIDIA Force RTX 4090, Core i9, AMD Ryzen 730 blah blah blah, RAM 32 gigabytes, Windows 10, 11, 64-bit version 11 or higher, SSD storage 140 gigabytes for a game. Jesus, that kind of checks out. That's for all of them too. Yeah, man. There's not much to talk about. It's we've seen this before. It's happened, and whether it's their freaking big brain corporate overlord strategy, which is actually working. It's working for all intents and purposes. It's fucking working. And man, this is where we go, and it's just a bad place to be, man, because we have a company that's like, yeah, we'll release this shit broken, and you guys will fucking pay for it, because we know. Not a good place to be. Xbox on. Yep. A little bit more. Holy hell. Some players say don't buy Spider-Man 2 on PC until it's fixed. Update first hotfix is out. There's more Ethan Gotch work over at Kotaku. There's a little bit more ideas. Big exclusive. Ultimate scenario. Mixed warnings. Even for those with higher graphic cards like GT 4090. Generated over years since man. Boom. Significant. 4090 Steam players wrote, despite having high-end PC and run light NVIDIA drivers, the game frequently crashes and graphics controller errors. Another was similarly flexible combined until they get a couple of stabilization packages out, because holy hell, they wrote, to say this is rough is an understatement. Lightning doesn't load in some cutscenes, and those same scenes run seconds per frame. Auto desyncs issues up to wazoo, freezing, stuttering, just about every performance issue I can think of, end quote. The Last of Us Part 1 came to PC in even rougher shape. Updates currently solve most of the problems, and it currently has 94% rating among recent reviews, but it's raised question around why Sony would release the game if things were in such a poor shape. Then again, we've seen lots of big blockbusters struggle day one on PC as developers perform triage or unique issues isolated to certain PC gaming setups that could be tested during production. Can you not fucking give me lyric words, Doug? Thank you, King. We'll see how long it takes to get Spider-Man 2 sorted out. One of his 23 best games, and I doubt some potential even better PC than it came with the PS5. Nexus has released a hotfix for Spider-Man 2 on PC to address some crashes players are facing. Telling team plans to release more patches as soon as possible. Quote, changes in this past are based on player feedback and data from the crash reporting system. The update reads, while we are aware of other crashes, we intend to get these fixes out as soon as possible. Next continued, quote, we appreciate all the feedback you have provided, and we continue closely to monitor crashes. Our QA and development teams are actively investigating and working on additional patches to further improve stability and address bugs as soon as possible. Yep. More stuff. I mean, you know, it's working. It's working, and that's the shittiest, scariest part, because you ask yourself for a second, you know, why the fuck are we paying these CEOs to like take a huge ass cut from like the revenue, and instead of inspiring workers to actually like get involved in doing good shit, or like having a sense of ownership and pride about the products that they release, you have these fucking people who are just siphoning the share for people who would be doing better if it weren't for these assholes. And you say that, and then you get a guy who's actually fucking hell-bent on doing his job well. And what is his job? To be a fucking asshole. So I don't know how we're gonna get out of this one without losing ourselves and our humanity. It might be too late, but goddamn, Sony, goddamn, I hope Xbox beats the shit out of you guys in the next couple months. And I don't even know if that does anything either, because it's like you can't even say that they're competing anymore. They're all doing their own shit because they're so like, oh, there's no money in here. Let's make more money on Netflix. You see Netflix? Let's be Netflix. It's like, dudes, chill the fuck out, man. Chill the fuck out. You didn't make a profit on Spider-Man 2, not a big profit, right? Maybe this might help. I hope it does. But like, man, dudes, this ain't it. This ain't it. You know? You know who is it though? Forza Horizon 5 is coming to PS5. That's right, son. It's by Matt Kim over at IGN. Xbox popular racing game Forza 5 is heading to PlayStation. In a surprise announcement, Playground Games announced the most recent Forza game is coming to PS5 this spring, and it'll be the latest Xbox exclusive heading to the PlayStation console following games like Sea of Thieves and Indiana Jones. The PS5 version was developed by Panic Button, in partnership with Turn 10 Studios and Playground Games. It features the same content as the Xbox and PC version. Furthermore, car packs and the Hot Wheels and Rally Adventure expansions will also be included. The move comes amid growing interest from Xbox in releasing its games on non-Xbox platforms, including PlayStation and Nintendo Switch, with Xbox boss Phil Spencer confirming its intent to support the Switch too. In the most recent investor call, Microsoft revealed that while Indiana Jones and Great Circle reached 4 million players and Game Pass on PC grew 30% to increase service revenues by 2%. Oh my god, 2%. Overall, is it worth it? Is it fucking worth it? Overall gaming revenue fell with console sales. It's because they have like 2% of a billion is still fucking like 2 million. So I don't know why the fuck I'm bitching. This may incentivize Xbox to prioritize game and push for more games on the other hardware. For Forza Horizon 5 and its continuation of the open world racing series, a little more arcade and racing sim sibling Forza Motorsport, and Forza Horizon 5 allows drivers to race and explore beautiful Mexico. You can read a review. Beautiful. Well, now this. Xbox has been like, damn it, we did not win the console war. We are not making consoles, and now we are just gonna start becoming a third-party publisher, which is cool. Yeah, it's cool. I like the idea of being able to try these games out without having to fucking buy another stupid ass box. But what does that mean for PlayStation's revenue? Are they gonna make more revenue off of this? Yes, the answer is yes. Goddamn. Alright, but still, I got myself a driving wheel and a whole rig set up, so I would love to do a little racing simulation, or especially if it's more of an arcadey racing sim. Heck yeah, those are fun as shit. So, hey, look forward to that. Maybe we get into it. Yeesh. But you know what's really hard to get into? NVIDIA's RTX 590 is out of stock because it was barely in stock. One retailer is warning that some 5090 cards won't be in stock until April or May. It's Tom Warren over at The Verge. NVIDIA warned of stock shortages earlier this week, and now its launch of the 1999 RTX 5090 yesterday is being branded a paper launch. After people camped outside, retailers only find a handful of cards available, if any at all. Dude, I saw that by the computer store that I can check out or frequent. There is a fucking line around the block, and it's a big fucking block, like next to the freeway. So these guys got fucked. Anyways, NVIDIA warned of stock shortages earlier this week. Handful of cards. Reddit users have been tracking inventory for the RTX 5090 and RTX 5080 cards at Micro Center locations across. Oh, it was a Micro Center. Yeah, they were. I didn't want to say what it was, but Micro Center. They were lined outside of a Micro Center. Located around the U.S. and some stores opening on Thursdays with no RTX 5090 cards at all. Tustin's California Micro Center store seems to have received most stock, but other stores reportedly had 10 or less RTX 5090 cards. While NVIDIA's RTX 5080 was a little easier to purchase on launch day, cards rapidly went out of stock at retailers like Best Buy and Amazon. Sheesh. One Reddit poster claims to have secured an RTX 5090 after 3 days waiting in line, while others have posted purchase vouchers that were handed out to people in line at the Miami Micro Center. The overwhelming amount of posts are from people complaining about the launch and this lack of stock, though. Gamers Nexus claimed that one of the biggest systems integrators in the U.S. only received a single RTX 5090 on launch day, before a smaller shipment arrived later in the day. Another big system builder reportedly received no units on, and third one And a third one received 20 RTX 50s that it sold in pre-built machines in a matter of minutes. Many retailers are now simply listing pre-orders for 5090 cards, with scan in the UK warning that some cards aren't due in stock until the end of May, 4 months after launch of the initial date. Damn. Naturally, such low stock levels in the face of high demand means there are more scalpers selling RTX 5090 cards on eBay for 5,000 or more. YouTuber J2Cents even found an RTX 5090 sell for 5,080 on Facebook after he signed the card at the Tustin Micro Center store earlier that day. We reached out to Nvidia for comment on the RTX 5090 launch issues, but the company refuses to comment beyond its previous warning about stock shortages. Whew, baby. Pop quiz. What happens when you don't have any competitors? You don't have any regulations. You're technically the new kid on the block, so you lead the pack. And every fucking piece of shit wants a piece of you to resell for profit. Was it worth it? Fuck, man. The resale is real. Jumping over for a little bit more. RTX 5090 eBay price soars to $9,000 as users revolt with framed photo listings to trick bots and scalpers. I got the green for Target. Saeed Ahmed over at IGN. Yesterday, the 50 and 90s came to market high-powered PCs hot commodity. As a result, both GPUs, especially the 90, are being heavily scalped on resale websites such as eBay almost immediately after launch. Purchased over 6,000 and now the price has skyrocketed to even further, hitting a peak of 9,000. A 350% increase over GPUs and MSRPs of $2,000. Why are people willing to buy the GPU at this exorbitant price? Well, the RTX 5090 isn't just good for gaming, but also AI workloads, which means that many who run startups or businesses in AI are looking to get their hands on a chip to run models locally. Given NVIDIA's data center GPUs are out of reach for many, the RTX 5090 becomes the next best option, regardless of its aftermarket pricing. Yeah, AI is the one. But the game community isn't taking to supply shortages, scalpers sitting down. Auction site eBay is now full of fake listings intending to trick would-be buyers of these expensive cards into purchasing an image of the RTX 5090, not the card itself. One listing describes the GPU with the following conclusion: bots and scalpers, welcome. Do not buy if you are human. You will be getting a frame photo of the 5090. You will not receive the 5090. The photo technician, sick, is 8 inches by 8 inches. I got the frame for Target. Do not buy if you're human. End quote. Good shit. Another sold listing for 2,457 reads GeForce RTX 50. Read description. Picture only. An action item with a similar description that mentions that there will be no refunds given for the images, which isn't the RTX 5090 itself. The root of the issue lies in the lack of competition in the high-end consumer market. Lack of the competition in the high-end consumer GPU market, with AMD's RX 9070 series almost certainly failing to compete for the power crown with Nvidia, and Intel lagging behind, and Nvidia dominates, and giving the shortages of cards and staggering price points, it paints a grim picture for the high-end PC builders and enthusiasts. Fuck me, man. I was about to get started on the PC. Actually, I bought a PC. I'm not even lying to you. I bought a mini PC, and I was going to buy an graphics card reader that connects to that. And I was going to buy a 4080. But I can't even fucking buy a 4080 because these fuckers are still not being able to buy their 50s. And, like, this is the future of gaming on PC? Holy fucking shit, man. And what does that mean for fucking bullshit PlayStation? It means they can even sell their fucking consoles for even more expensive, saying, oh, you know how you guys can't buy that fucking graphics card? You look at our console, it's pretty close. Jesus fucking Christ, it's everything's just fucking like exploding in front of us, and it's so stupid, man. It's so fucking stupid. Is this worth it? What is it for? AI development? What is that AI gonna fucking do? Toast your toast? You know you need hands for that. Fucking assholes. Jesus Christ. Well, that's been your tech section of the week. I knew that the graphics card is gonna come out this week, and like I was curious to see what would be the repercussions of a brand new graphics card hitting the market. It's fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, man. All right, let's try to learn something worth learning about. Look back, free win TAA's top awards by Crystal Hodgkins. Good job, Crystal. Over at Anime News Network. The Tokyo Anime Award Festival, TAAF, announced the winners of its Animation of the Year's awards for works and individuals on Friday. Free Ren, Beyond Journey's End, won the television category, and Look Back won the animated film category. The winners of the individual awards are as follows. Original Work Screenplay category, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. Original Work Screenplay, Hiroki Yoshino, Code Geass. Director category, Look Back, Kyokata Oshiyashima. Animator category, Toko Yatabe, Mystery Gege Evangelion, directed by Dragon Tens. Background coloring visual category, Mai Ichikosa, Demon Ghost Game, Perfecto Gigi File Young. Sound performance category, Even Call, Evangelion. Violet Evergarden, Happy Marriage, Fever and Beyond Journey's End. Birth Kitaro, Mystery of Gigi won the festival's Anime Fan Award with votes. Judges chose from titles that debuted in whole or part of the October 1st Tokyo Anime Award Festival will be held from March 7 to 10. TAAF had announced the winners of the 25 Lifetime Achievement Awards on November 28th. All that. Very cool. It's a little thing fun there. I'm not sure what where the awards is being held, but the fact that Look Back won a little something cute. I remember seeing that movie in theaters. Went with a friend. We saw that they were really into it. I thought it was cute. And yeah, it was definitely well like presented, designed, and loved. You can tell there's a lot of care and inspiration in that film. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, definitely go check it out. There's definitely an art piece of someone who remembers things beautifully. But hey, moving on to something pretty intense. We don't know. Pokemon is making a life-size Gardevoir plush. May God have mercy on us all. This is by Kenneth Shepard over in Kotaku. A little bit of levity, just so we can figure this one out. Oh no. Take me back. It's too much. Look, Pokemon Company is a giant company that can do whatever it wants. Still, however, one must ask, is releasing a life-size posable plush of Gardevoir, the psychic fairy type Pokemon, who you should never Google without safe search on, perhaps a callous use of one's power. An example of being so preoccupied with whether or not you think you could that you didn't think to stop if you should. Well, we're past pontificating shit because they're doing it. And the internet is preparing for inevitable horrors that will be inflicted upon these inanimate objects. If you've somehow never seen Gardevoir before, Pokemon is a humanoid alien creature with notably feminine features that, from a green fuck-ass bob, to a dress that flows from the waist. Who wrote this? This is debuted in the Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire 2022. The internet has done what the internet does, creates untoward fan art, memes about it. It sure feels like it's reaching its natural endpoint as the Pokemon Company has announced it's creating a life-size. Can you stop fucking putting like lyric songs? It doesn't make sense to fucking do that, you little dumbass piece of shit. Was it algorithm? There's a fucking, it's every one of them says karaoke. Come on, dog. Greenwood might happen to use plushies down in the wild. Japanese Pokemon Center store sells Gardevoir plushies for roughly equivalent to $320, but no price is too much for the kind of person who wants this. They don't appear to be plans to release the Gardevoir plush in other territories at the moment, so if you're going to import it, please do not buy it secondhand. But if you just want to see what it looks like, feel free to click through the sites. In other Pokemon news, Pokemon Day is coming up. February 27th, holiday commemorates the anniversary of the original red and green versions, launching back in Japan in 1996. No way. And it's a great year. And usually accompanied by a stream about the series' upcoming projects. We'll likely see what Pokemon Legends is there, as the game is set to launch on the Switch later this year. Wow. A little interesting. Why? Who? And like, we've reached the point where even Pokemon's like, fuck it, we need the money. So, I don't know, man. This all happened, or this all kind of like transposed, because I just saw a movie yesterday called Companion, and if you know what that is, it's for you females out there, Jack Quaid is the lead, so just Google that. There, you're invested. And man, there's a lot to be said in that film. And you can't even look at it with like a sense of disbelief, because shit like this. And the fact that Pokemon Company is like leaning into this, God help us all. Because EA definitely needs it. BioWare betting it all on Mass Effect 5 after even more layoffs. This is by Ethan Gotch over at Kotaku. What's left of BioWare, the renowned RPG powerhouse behind beloved franchises like Dragon Age, Star Wars, KOTOR, and the original Baldur's Gate games. They made the original Baldur's Gates? It's a hard question to answer in 2025, after multiple rounds of layoffs and restructurings, as the studio pivots between the character-driven stories fans love and the live service gaming model investors want. The only thing that seems certain is that the studio's entire fate feels like it's riding on Mass Effect 5, a game that's still a long ways off. BioWare General Manager Gary McKay tried to explain the current state of the studio in a new blog post that was full of vague, ambitious, but light on actual specifics. We know that the studio has completely moved on from last year's Dragon Age to Velguard, and is focused on entirely making the next Mass Effect. The studio says it's been developed by a core team under the guidance of series veterans like Mike Gamble, Preston Watamanuk, Derek Watts, Perry Schley, and others. From there, things get hazy. Here's an excerpt from McKay's brief blog post. And I don't really care about because nothing he says is gonna be fucking productive or helpful or even inspiring. So why the fuck do we even care about these people who clearly don't give a shit about the development teams, don't give a fuck about like what they're doing in terms of like how they're presenting themselves, or maybe they don't have a choice. You know, maybe they just really can't say no to daddy and they have to fucking follow EA's orders to the T. And to that, come on, dog. Really? Let me tell you something. Ubisoft killed Prince of Persia, the team that was responsible for possibly the first best game of 2024. A fucking phenomenal piece of art. And these fucking dumbasses go like, we can't afford you people. Go home. Fuck out of here, dudes. Fuck, man. We're gonna fucking destroy everything before it has to come back around. They recall the process of BioWare finding out it can't work on more than one game at the same time, quote, painful, but it was suggested downsizing could have a silver lining for Mass Effect. This might be great, because it might be great, because what it means is that BioWare, for the first time ever, really is able to singularly focus on a single project, and then will put all the attention on a single project. But yes, put everything it has for a single goal, which is making the best Mass Effect it possibly can. Vibe check. Does anyone fucking believe that? No, I didn't think so. Man, You know, I didn't wake up thinking it was gonna be like this, but it's somehow, I think I knew. I think I knew we were gonna get there. So we're officially in the rough patch of today. So I'm gonna ask you to take a nice, relaxing, deep breath. Hold it. And slow. Hold it. In. All right. That's enough oxygen for your brain. Okay. Man, it's I don't know, guys. I think we're witnessing the apocalypse of video games as we know it. We're losing people left and right. And whether that's a financial statement of like, oh shit, everything's so fucking expensive that we can't make shit anymore, or it's not worth making shit anymore, or whether it's a creative statement of shit, we want to make these things, but these fucking people who are paying our bills are telling us they want us to make this instead. We're losing everybody. We're losing people. We're losing the game industry as we know it. Just straight up. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, man. But like, change is inevitable. Things are gonna always be moving forward. But I don't like where we're going. It doesn't look good. I say that and things could change tomorrow and things could be awesome, but like, I'm just disappointed in how we're here. I can see all the bullshit and where like all the like the unfocused choices were. Someone explained to me why you need to fucking fly out influencers and newspaper people and fucking dumbasses were just there to be like, oh, Bioware was pretty cool. Yeah, we played the fucking I don't even fucking know what the game's. I don't even know what the fucking game's called anymore. It was a fucking worth it. Dragon Age bullshit, Inquisition, I don't know. Spend all your fucking budget, your advertising budget on shit like this, and then fucking turn around and be like, oh, we don't have money. We can't afford things. Nobody fucking cares, man. Nobody fucking buys your game. Because we know is like, where is the substance, man? And it's been like this for a while. And it's not just EA. And it's not just Ubisoft. And it's not just Sony who's starting to fuck up. It's us. Because we keep on supporting this shit. And there was a point where I was happy to do this and support and like speak in a hopeful light. But it's rough out there, man. It's really dangerously shitty out there. And I can't help but feel like there's not enough level-headed people doing God's work out there, doing what needs to be done. And that thought right there terrifies me the most. Let's get into it. Strap onto your boots. Your landlord can force mandatory ISP service on you, FCC's new chair says. This is by Blair Marnell over at GameSpot. New presidential administrations almost always mean a new agenda for the Federal Communications Network. As a prime example of this, the new FFC chair, Brandon Carse, has struck down a Biden-era proposal that would have limited landlords' ability to make tenants accept mandatory internet services through a single bulk provider, saving your landlord money. Who is this for? Your fucking landlord. And so they make a bitch-ass contract to give them all your internet data to your fucking communication systems. Don't fucking not believe it. Fuck, man. Since the proposal has been shut down, there's nothing keeping building owners from forcing their tenants to pay for internet service they neither want nor need. As reported by Ars Technica, Carr frames the decision as a win for consumers and claimed that the previous proposal would have increased previous proposal would have increased internet costs for tenants. He also condemned the proposal as, quote, regulatory overreach and promised to do more of the FCC's prior agenda. However, the now defunct proposal was not a ban on landlords' ability to offer bulk internet services. It solely gave tenants the ability to refuse the service that was opposed by housing industry lobby groups, who in turn praised Carr's decision for allowing renters to, quote, reap the benefits of bulk billing. Cable industry lobbyists, including representatives of Comcast, Charter, and Cox, were also in favor of Carr's action. Fuck, man. They already have the money, so what the fuck do they have to worry about? Public Knowledge, a non-profit public interest group, shared a statement to Ars Technica through its legal director, John Brigmeyer, which states that the proposed bulk bill banning would have eliminated, quote, one of the ways that landlords, HOAs, and telecom and cable companies collaborate to bypass the intended effort of SEC rules. Quote, now there's little to prevent landlords from offering substandard internet services for inflated prices to tenants who can no longer refuse them. That's fucking bullshit. I don't even know what that means, but like, if you're telling me a fucking landlord can be like, hey, if you don't get this fucking Verizon fiber bullshit, you don't get a house. You don't have an apartment anymore. Then we really need to fucking reflect on what the fuck is going on and what the fuck we're doing right now. I'm in the process of buying a house, but I don't know. I just need to fucking find a place to get the fuck away from all this bullshit. Build my farm, get my cow, and just live my life. Have some kids. Says Livy. Because PlayStation Plus will not be giving out monthly PS4 games starting next year. It's by Ethan Gatch over at Kotaku. PlayStation Plus is moving away from offering monthly PlayStation 4 games beginning in 2026. The paid subscription service will still offer them occasionally, but the main focus of the program will be PS5 games. And it only took almost the entirety of the current console's life cycle to see customer demand get there. Interesting. Quote, as many of our players are currently playing on PS5 and shifted towards redeeming excessive PS5 titles for monthly games and games catalog for benefit, PlayStation Plus is also evolving to the trend with focus on offering PS5 titles for monthly games and games catalog benefit. Starting in January 2026, the company wrote on PlayStation blog on Wednesday. How to shift to PS5, PS4 games will only be a key benefit. It will occasionally be offered to PlayStation Plus monthly games and gaming catalog starting January 2026. We may still provide titles that can be played for both on PS4 and PS5 consoles after this date. In the meantime, there are still several months of PS4 games coming to the service, with February's newly revealed haul including the following available to download between February 4th and March 3rd. Payday, High on Life. Ooh, they have Payday? Fuck yeah! I'm gonna try to get my boys on it. High on Life. Pac-Man World Repack. Hell yeah. Today's announcements give current PS4 owners a year's notice to reconsider whether they want to renew their subscriptions even after the main perk of the service drops out on them. But PS4 players can still claim PS5 games and eventually download and play them once they do decide to make the jump to Sony's newest hardware. That is one of the benefits of the current PSN ecosystem. Fans' libraries should remain intact and compatible between console generations, including, hopefully, whenever the PS6 comes out. PS Plus subscribers on PS4 had a pretty good run, starting in October in 2013 with the launch of the consoles of Resogun. Oh, I remember that day. Dude, I fucking had that PS4 day one. We unboxed it. We went to the homie's house. We set it up, and then Resogun was just a fucking vibe, man. So good. Through day and date indie releases like Rocket League, and as well as blockbusters arriving long after release like Batman Arkham Trilogy. It will have been 12 years and change by the time PS Plus moves on from PS4, and similarly length of time from when Sony stopped adding monthly PS3 games after PS4 came out, which happened in February 2019. But there's still so many months to go of the new PS4 games being given away on PS Plus. We'll see the console goes out with a bang. For now, players have one last chance to grab Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League, and discover the game's very disappointing, true ending. Yep. Yeah, I was gonna like go potato and be like, man, this is for my nephews. My nephews still have the PS4s. But if we still have a year to go, then they'll be fine, right? Yeah. I assume by a while later they'll have those. So interesting. Oh my god. We're almost there. That's a lot to think about though. Man. Going into the new era, leaving the old behind. Is that good news for PS5 quality? Like how how does not having PS4 change like the lineup of PS5, and or will it be a better lineup or cool games or something? A lot of things to think about. But hey, something else to stop thinking about. Pew. Sony just axed 60 frames per second Bloodborne mod with a DMCA takedown. Twitch streamer and creator Lance McDonald. Antonio G. Di Benedetto. Over at The Verge. A popular Blood Rodent frame rate mod is no longer available thanks to a DMCA takedown. Shitballs. American Pie, ew. Taking a request from Sony, Australia-based Twitch streamer Lance McDonald first developed the mod back in 2020 before making it available to download in 2021. Lance announced today on Post and X that Sony Interactive Entertainment asked him to remove the download links for the patch. The hack's sole purpose was to get Bloodborne running at a smoother 60 frames per second, with improved frame pacing. From Software originally released Bloodborne back in 2015 for the PS4. The game has always been locked at 30 FPS, with occasional stuttering from inconsistent pacing. The 30 frames within each second were not always on screen for equal amounts of time. The beloved game's graphical limitations have persisted even on the PS4 Pro, and while playing it via backwards compatibility on the PS5. Lance's mod has received its share of testing and praise from the Soulsborne community that coveted From Software games, but wished their technical and graphical chops were more cutting edge. This includes being spotlighted by creators like Digital Foundry, who interviewed McDonald about his hack back in 2020. He uses his mod to make a 4K 60 FPS representation of on PS5 using AI upscaling, and recently published a Bloodborne PS4 emulation video that really juices up the performance. That has an extra spicy video thumbnail aimed squarely at Sony. For years, the most rabid of Bloodborne fans have been quick to jump at any Bloodborne-related news as potential cue to an upcoming long-awaited remake. And in this case, it only takes a short scroll of McDonald's replies on his post to see people speculating that his takedown means Sony must be nearing some kind of announcement or time for the 10-year anniversary of the Bloodborne release. Or perhaps Sony is just taking a page from Nintendo's playbook. Probably that one. But there you go. Man. No bueno. Damn. Alright. Oh, fuck, man. I don't even know. Probably the leather. I don't know. At this point, I hate to say, but at this point, I don't have positive trust towards Sony. I don't know if they had the time to do this. We've already had what's his name? Miyazaki talk about how he would love to work on Bloodborne, but maybe the timing, maybe the scheduling, maybe I don't know, maybe they just don't want to put the effort into it. But there's clearly a need, there's clearly a want, and people are doing it themselves. Why PlayStation hasn't addressed the concerns is a different story, but on the off chance they do release a type of Bloodborne remake or remaster in its 10-year anniversary, I think it'll be interesting to see if Sony does feel like this is what's necessary, or if they're even going to give the fans the time of day to be like, all right, well, you get one, and I'll be that. But I honestly do not have high hopes for them. High hopes for this. And it sucks to say that as a dumbass who has a PlayStation tattoo on their left back arm, but it is what it is, man. And I'll keep on saying that until it makes sense. But for now, let's find out something that makes no fucking sense, but it's gonna fuck us up in the long term real bad. Trump's tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China could drive up prices of cars, electronics, fuel, food, and more. The new tariffs are set to take effect on Tuesday. On Sunday evening, Trump. Hello there. Hey, how are you? Basic Gamer, good to see you, my friend. Bruce! There you go. Bruce Springsteen. There you go. Good times, my friend. Have fun out there. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Trump signing executive orders to impose tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China under International Emergency and Economic Powers Act, i.e. EPA, with a White House fact sheet claiming the move is meant to hold the U.S. largest trading partners, quote, accountable to their promises of halting illegal immigration. And stopping poisonous fentanyl and other drugs from flowing into our country, end quote. These orders put 25% additional tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico, and the one exception being that energy products from Canada will be subject to a 10% tariff. Imports from China will also face a 10% tariff. Broad tariffs are expected to take effect on Tuesday and could have ramifications not only for American businesses, but for consumers too. Mexico, Canada, and China are the top suppliers of U.S. goods imports, each accounting for hundreds of billions of dollars worth of products coming into the country each year. Data from the U.S. Department of Commerce and U.S. International Trade Commission show those products span a wide range of categories, from agriculture to transportation, automotive fuel, electronics, wood, furniture, alcohol, ale, and more. Mexico and Canada dominate U.S. imports. You like your tequila, dog? You need to fucking step up. And dominate U.S. imports on agriculture goods, with Mexico supplying items like fruits, vegetables, and nuts. The bulk of imported animal products, like beef, coming from Canada, according to Trade and Economics and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. You know, the shit that we pay for to live off of. You know. The two countries have also been the top suppliers for transporting equipment, including cars and parts, and crude oil. Canada is responsible for almost 60% of U.S. crude oil imports, according to the Congressional Research Service, which noted in a report last month that the new tariffs, quote, might affect the U.S. crude oil market and consumer prices. Imports of electronics have largely come from China, and Mexico follows closely behind. Trade and economics data also shows the machinery of toys and games and furniture and plastics among the top goods imported from China in recent years. The electronics sector could take an additional hit down the line, as Trump has said he also plans to impose tariffs on imported semiconductors, along with pharmaceuticals and steel. You know, every fucking computer product that you could think of. Oh, you thought we were just focused on fucking cows? Leaders of Canada and Mexico have both... Californians. I'm going to fucking separate from America. Have responded to the tariffs, saying they would impose their own on U.S. goods in retaliation. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau... Remember, Mexico has a female president right now. So how they take Trump's bullshit is really going to influence the country. Crazy. saying they would oppose their own good on U.S. and in retaliation. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Saturday announced that 25% tariffs on roughly 107 billion, 155 billion Canadian dollars worth of U.S. goods. What Reuters reports. 25% tariff on roughly 107 billion worth of U.S. goods. All right, there we go. In a statement released after the announcement of the tariffs, John Murphy, U.S. Chamber of Commerce Sector Vice President and Head of International, warned that Trump's new tariffs could negatively affect both consumers and supply chains. Quote, the president's right is right to focus on major problems like a broken border and scourge of fentanyl, but the imposition of tariffs under IEEPA is unprecedented, won't solve these problems, and will only raise prices for American families and upend supply chains, Murphy said. The Chamber will consult with our members, including Main Street businesses across the country impacted by this move, to determine the next steps to prevent economic harm to Americans. Dude. It's fucking bad. It's fucking bad. It's the first fucking week, man. What? What the fuck? God damn it. And then they're paying him 25. Oh my god. Let's just move on. This is hard, guys. This is really hard. To just know things. Almost there. Dr. Disrespect's Midnight Society studio shuts down before releasing his first game. This is Jess Weatherbed over at The Verge. Meanwhile, YouTube is allowing Dr. Disrespect to remonetize his account. Midnight Society, the game studio co-founded by Dr. Disrespect, real name Herschel Guy Bam, has shut down, killing the first-person shooter title it was developing. The studio made significant layoffs in September after terminating its relationship with the controversial streamer in June due to inappropriate messages he exchanged with a minor. Within hours of the closure, YouTube, which also took action against Batham in June by demonetizing its account, decided to reinstate the streamer's ability to make money on Google's video platform. The decision was made after a careful review by the channel's recent activity. YouTube spokesperson Boot Bullwinkle, that's the fucking dumbass bullshit name, told The Verge, if there are further violations, we'll take appropriate action. Midnight Society was co-founded in 2021 by Bam. I don't care. Quote, we are actively seeking other game studios that would be interested in offering employment opportunities to our talented team members. Midnight Society said in a shutdown to announcement on X. Quote, we express our sincere gratitude to each and every one of our community members and deeply sorry we weren't able to reach our ultimate goal. End quote. The ultimate goal mentioned in Midnight Society's departing message was Dead Drop, a free-to-play vertical extraction shooter that was initially funded by selling NFTs at the height of the blockchain gaming frenzy. Dead Drop was expected to release in 2024 and was the only game being developed by Midnight Society. Yep. I hate that he's wearing red. So, like, I don't know, man. He has a stash. He clearly dyes his beard or his mustache. And it's like... Yep. I don't know. It's a lot to take in, man. It's just bad, dude. It's just fuck, man. Because we're just this far gone. We really are. We have a dipshit president who has zero regard for a sense of, first of all, what we're supposed to stand for as a nation of quote unquote independence and values. And I get that some people would like to keep all the values for themselves because the values come with let's call it rewards, right? But we I used to believe, we used to grow, we used to be, I remember a time that values were valued because we upheld the right emotions. We upheld the right. To say it, there's a right and wrong is so black and white, but at times in the universe, deep in your fucking pit, your dark ass fucking soul, you feel something. You're supposed to feel something. And you know in that moment what the right thing to do is. Right? We don't always do it. We don't always follow that sense of direction. But we all know it. I assume that we all get that feeling, unless you're some weird psychopathic person, which even then you'd feel something different, but you would still feel something. So to be in this place where our leader of a free world, quote unquote, ex-free world, is just a power-hungry Caesar. Let's call it Caesar. Or Nero. Nero was killed by his council because at the height of Rome's power, instead of focusing on the people, instead of focusing on the city, instead of focusing on the future, Nero spent his life focusing on himself, being narcissistic. And people, what's the word? There's a word, like you handle it, you deal with it, you support, you. Fuck. People dealt with it. People just let it happen because he was the emperor. He was bloodline. He was the divine bloodline, God's fucking chosen, whatever. But eventually there came a point where the council, the city, the government, the governed had enough. And they stabbed him. They killed his ass. And even in that moment, Nero is known for his final words. Quote, "So this is loyalty." End quote. Explain to me how a piece of shit who never thought about anybody other than himself, how a fucking golden spoon fed bullshit motherfucker lived his life without caring, without knowing true love. What right does this dipshit know about loyalty? Or what message or what definition was your loyalty? Rome wasn't built in a day. But goddamn, where is it now? Alternative rock band The Pillows officially disbanded after 35 years. Jeff is over by Crystal Hodgkins over at Anime News Network. Japanese alternative rock band The Pillows announced on Saturday that they have officially disbanded following a show at KT Zepp Yokohama on Friday. Ooh. The group's English announcement thanked fans for support over the past 35 years, and the band members stated that they hesitated to use the word disbanded, but decided to use it, rather than leave room for expectations for a future reunion. The members stated they, quote, hope to meet the fans again through their individual activities in the future, end quote. The band's website and social media accounts will continue under the name The Pillows Monument, and will share updates on the activities of the individual members. The group formed in September 1989 and consists of Sawo Yamanaka, vocals and rhythm guitar, Yoshiaki Minabe, lead guitar, Shinichiro Sato, drums. And the band's latest studio album was Rebroadcast, released in September 2018. Oh crap. The Pillows performed much of the soundtrack for the FLCA OVA, and the anime's ending theme, Ride on Shooting Star, became a favorite track among anime fans. The band returned to perform theme songs for FLCO Progressive and FLCO Alternative, and they performed the soundtracks for both FLCO Grunge and FLCO Shoegaze. Huh. They had more FLCO? They also performed music for Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad, Moonlight Mile, Aohiru no Sora, I think I know sorry, and Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. Aohiru no Sora, that sounds familiar. Chop Squad. Beck is a good one. Don't really wanna know. The Pillows, monumental. When I first saw FLCL, it really this was coming off of the high of Scott Pilgrim, the movie and the mangas or the graphic novels. So there was this level of in the zone, you know, in that moment when everybody was like going intensely with that, and seeing FLCL or knowing of its existence and hearing that rock and seeing the guitars being used as weapons and this insane universe that was cemented down to earth, back to earth, with this fucking awesome soundtrack. I was lucky enough to watch the Pillows perform in Los Angeles. I want to say they've only been to the Americas twice in their lifetimes, and I saw them in the second run, and yeah, that was a moment, man. That's like a fucking fulfilling moment of finally seeing this band who I had heard through a story, but seeing them go crazy and perform was everything for that moment. And real talk, the fucking tickets weren't $5,000 fucking $500. So like, you know, it sucks. It hurts me to think that we're going in a bullshit direction where money is the only thing that fucking matters. And people who have a genuine connection to this history, shows, stories, or whatever are being shooed out. Don't be stupid. That's where we're at. We're increasing the wage gap, and we're leaving behind everybody who doesn't have a fucking pension. And I can't stop it, you know, obviously. I'm just a dumbass on the internet having fun out here. But there's gotta be something better. There's gotta be something fucking better than this. Mr. Beast and the CEO of Roblox are trying to buy TikTok for over $20 billion. Sounds like another short-dicked Twitter owner. Jimmy Donaldson, better known as YouTuber Mr. Beast, is part of a group of investors that is reportedly trying to buy TikTok with a bid of over $20 billion. Bloomberg reported that Donaldson had partnered with Jesse Trinsley, the founder of Employer.com, Roblox co-founder and CEO of David Bazowisk, the head of crypto platform Anchorage Digital Nathan McCauley, to attempt to buy the social media giant. The group said it believes it will take $25 billion to buy TikTok. TikTok owner ByteDance has said its U.S. business is not for sale, and a group led by Tinsley admitted that it has yet to hear back directly. Representatives for Donaldson said it was in talks with several parties and hopes to join the eventual frontrunner, so it may end up switching sides depending on how this goes. The leading groups who are all credible bidding on TikTok have reached out for us to help them. I'm excited to partner / make this reality, Donaldson tweeted on January 2025. Big things cooking, end quote. Fairly serious in his bid to buy TikTok. So stupid. So fucking, he looks insane. Just look at people's eyes, man. Just fucking take a second to look at their eyes sometimes. Anyways, whatever. Earlier this week, when you have money, I guess it doesn't fucking matter. You can be the president. Earlier this week, U.S. President Donald said that Microsoft was in talks to buy TikTok, that he hoped to see a bidding war over the app. What the fuck? Microsoft has yet to confirm Trump's claim. Fuck you, Trump. Drumpf. It's spelled D-R-U-M-F, by the way. That's his actual family's name. His family changed his name to Trump when they came to the Americas. So, if you want to be real about it, respect your fucking history, Trump. Anyways, TikTok was brought online for its 170 million users in the U.S. for a law requiring its Chinese owner ByteDance to either sell it on national security grounds or face a ban on January 19th. The app went dark after the Supreme Court rejected an appeal following the TikTok's First Amendment challenge. The 9 justices acknowledged that the data collection and analysis is a common practice for the digital age, but added TikTok's skill and susceptibility to foreign adversary control, together with vast swaths of sensitive data and platform selects, justify differential treatment to address the government's national security concern. TikTok then came back online after assurances from Trump that the social media company the media would face penalties for restoring services. It's a strong stand for the First American Amendment and against the arbitrary censorship, TikTok said at the time. Quote, we will work with President Trump on a long-term solution that keeps TikTok in the United States. That's a lot of fucking... Is IGN fucking red? Like, are they really pushing this presidency? After taking office in January 20, Trump... See, they're fucking bitches. Signed an executive order to seeking delay of the enforcement of the law of 25... Seeking delay the enforcement of the law by 75 days. He's in talks with a number of companies and people about a potential buyout of TikTok. He has said he's open to Twitter owner Elon Musk taking control. Of course. Fuck, man. And that's that. So, what have we learned today? It's been a week since this dipshit took office. But he's clearly had 4 years to plan his next moves. And the fact that we don't have anything better to look forward to believe in, to respect. Respect is possibly my most valued trait. It takes a sense of understanding to take a step back and to address someone with a want to understand. But there's so many steps that have to come from within to make you the person you need to be to hold that respect, to be that person, to have those values. Every single day is a challenge to not be that asshole, and it is a fucking challenge because every single shit fucking challenges you at a certain point. I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm not saying we always have to be this fucking holy piece of shit. I just don't see a future like this. I don't. Or I do, but not one that includes us. Or I can't even say us. A large portion of people who deserve a lot better. And this wage gap is going to get even bigger. And I don't know. Right? I can't predict things that I don't know how the middle states are doing. I don't know how desperate the Miami states are doing. But at some fucking point, there has to be enough. And I'm not saying that enough, that I'm saying enough. I'm saying that at some fucking point, the mass populace is gonna have enough. Vive la France. Okay. And love revolution. But let's just try to keep things one step at a time. It's, at least for me, I take solace in the idea of just doing what is possible. Or else, what else do we do with this life? So, with that one being said, I told myself I was gonna be ready for that. But I guess we can try it. Like I did yesterday. Nah, I'll stick with this one. Yeah, I don't love like I loved you yesterday. I don't love you. Whew. All right, I think we got this. Ikuzo. Roblox. Very nice. I dig my ocean in the sand. The ocean looks like 1,000 diamonds drawn across the blue blanket. I lean against the wind, pretend that I am weightless, and in this moment I am happy. Happy. I wish you were here. I wish you were. I wish you were. Wish you were here. I lay my head onto the sand. The sky resembles a blacklit canopy with holes punched in it. I'm cutting UFOs. I'll single them with my lighter, and in this moment I am happy. Happy. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. Wish you were here. Oh, no. The world world's a roller coaster, and I am not strapping. Maybe I should hold with care, but I ends up easy in the air saying, I wish you were here. I wish you were. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wow. Pero ¿por qué no over there? O sea que, ¿por qué no? Oh, that's why I wanted to play the course. Soka. Okay, I'm gonna take it slow, a little bit slow. Let me see if I can get that vocal ready. Yosh, ikuzo. Échale ganas, mijo. There's a secret chord that David played and that pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composer, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Faith was strong and you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair that broke your arm, and she cut your hair. The lips she drew a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Oh. Maybe I've been here before. I've seen the room and I've walked this floor. I've used to live alone before I knew you. Seen your flag on the marble arch, but love is not a victory march. It's cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, there was a time you let me know what what's really going on below, but you never show that to me, do you? But I remember when I moved in you, and the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light, it's a chord and it's a broken hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, Yosh. And you know what? We'll leave it. We'll leave it on a bit of a more soury note. After all, it was emo night last night. And with that comes the chemical romance. Ja. Ikuyo. Hey. This night, walked the dead in the solitary still and crushed the cemetery gates in the dress your husband hates. Way down to mark the grave where the searchlights found us drinking by the mausoleum door. And they found you on the bathroom floor. I miss you so far. And the collision of your kid that made it so hard. Back home, off the run, I sing them songs that make you slit your wrist. isn't that much fun. Start aloud a loading gun. So I won't stop crying, won't stop lying. If you want, I'll keep on crying. Did you get what you deserve? Is this what you always want me for? I miss you so far. A collision of your kiss that made it so hard. Way down, 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 way down. I miss you so far. And the collision of your kiss that made it so hard. Will I miss you? When will I miss you so far? The collision of your kiss that made it so hard. Way down, 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 way down. Yosh. That's a Sunday morning for me. But aside from that, well, no buenos. Aside from that, well, it's not too bad. I think we do all right. We have fun, and we take care of it. So, if we learned something today, if you enjoyed that, then please be cool. Have fun out there. Take care of yourselves. It's going to be an interesting world, and all that really means is that we get to explore it together. So, with that being said, it's been your boys. Call me Sausage. EXP 66. Wishing you a better weekend, better tomorrow, and an awesome government future. But until then, hasta la próxima. Ciao. Matane. Bye bye. I took a one. There's nothing I can do. Spencer Larson, thank you for being cool. Basic Gamer 123, the best. Hello to you too. じゃあまたね。